Champions League nights are back, and the soundboard's back. Champions League nights are back, soundboard's back, and today we have a special game: Dortmund against City. These teams have played a lot over the last 3 years. I feel like every season they found each other in the Champions League, so that's quite interesting as well. But yeah, I'm streaming this one because I really want to see um some positive football being played, and I think that's it. They're going to provide that. And I also want to watch Bellingham. The World Cup's coming up, and I have Bellingham. Right now, I'm torn between Bellingham and Musiala to see who's going to be the young player of the tournament. And I want to see how Bellingham performs today. He has been special as well this season. Tomorrow, I'm going to watch Musiala. These are the two players to watch out for in the World Cup, as either of them is going to win the young player of the tournament, in my opinion, because Bellingham is going to be crucial for England, and Musiala is also going to be crucial for Germany. But yeah, in these 10 minutes that we have before the game actually starts, we're going to look at both lineups and we're going to look at the group stage, so at the groups of the Champions League, and see where each team is at as we head towards the last game of the competition. This is the second to last game. Next game's the last game. So yeah, let's do that. First, Dortmund are going with Kobel, Skodbeck, Hummels, and Tool. I'm sorry if I mispronounce any names. A lot of these names are Germans and from other nationalities. Again, I apologize. But yeah, solid defense. And then they're going with Reina, Can, Bellingham, and Adeyemi as their midfield four. And then finally, Hazard, Moku, and Brandt as the front three. This is a team of underachievers, I would say. There's a lot of talent within this team, but Dortmund, for God knows what reason, just keeps underperforming. So I'm not buying any Dortmund stock, not now, not next year, not the year after, probably, because this team can't seem to win anything. At best, a cup in Germany, but they can't seem to win anything or even challenge at any level. And then City are going with Ortega at the back, giving Edison some rest. John Stearns as the right back, Ruben Diaz, Nathan Ake, and Cancelo. Three centre backs starting for them today. The midfield going with with Mares, Rodri, Gundogan, and Phil Foden. And Haaland and Alvarez as the two at the front. They're going with a 4-4-2. This is also as well to give a lot of the players within the team some rest. City are pretty much free. They've dominated this group. Again, they gave some of these players some rest, and he also allows Pep to try out a few new tactics, like playing Haaland and Alvarez up front together. Let's see how that works today. Yeah, that's pretty much it. My score prediction is going to be a 2-0 victory for City. I don't see how City do not win this game. I was going to say I don't see how City lose this game, but even lose is a bit of a stretch. I don't see how City don't win this game. I think it's pretty much certain that they will win this game. There's no disrespect to Dortmund or the Dortmund fans. You just look at the atmosphere in the stadium right now is just fantastic. But this team just lets their fans down every single year. Being a Dortmund fan must be long. Jeez, every single year you get let down, and you don't even get to compete in the league or the Champions League. You have some of the best fans in the world. Just look at this now. This team haven't been haven't competed, sorry, in anything for real since about 2013. The last time they went neck on neck with Bayern in the league and in the Champions League. Yeah, the fans still show up every time. These fans love the club, but this Dortmund side just likes to disappoint at every turn. But anyways, now we're going to talk about now what I want to show you is the group stages. Is that okay? Yeah, it's okay. Group A, Napoli at the top of the group. Napoli have been perfect so far. Some of the other games that we have tonight are Chelsea beat Salzburg 2-1. Who scored? Kai Havertz and Kovacic scoring for Chelsea. Sevilla beat Copenhagen 3-0. Goals from, pardon, it just shows one player. Why okay. Goals from Isco, Montiel, and Enesiri. Not bad. But yeah, just getting back to the group. Sorry, I got off track there for a second. The teams that are playing today are Chelsea against Salzburg, Sevilla, Copenhagen, Benfica, Juventus, which was a game I wanted to stream, but I chose this one instead because I think that Juventus are an extremely boring team. Although I do love Benfica and I do want to see how they're performing so far because they can. I feel like they can get to the at least the quarterfinals this year. But I don't know what Juventus. Juventus have been one of the, as if you're talking about the best teams in Europe, they've been probably one of the worst ones, I'd say. But yeah, and then Dortmund City, Celtic Shakhtar, Dinamo Milan, PSG, IFA, and Real Madrid Leipzig. But yeah, Group A, Napoli sit comfortably at the top, having won or have won all of their games. 4 out of 4 games won. Liverpool are in second with 9 points. They lost one game, which was the one game against Napoli. But both of these teams are pretty much through, unless Liverpool just lose the next two. Actually, even if Liverpool lose the next two, I think they still go through on um, the goals aggregate. Group B of Club Brugge, Porto, Atletico Madrid, and Leverkusen, where Atletico right now sit at the bottom of the group. Atletico is a team that, as well, since 2016, they they won the league in 2021. But even then, when it comes to the Champions League, this is a team that just loves to underperform every single year. It's impressive, really. But they sit in third place. Club Brugge and Porto sit in first place. Atletico still have a chance to go through, but we're thinking about from the Porto point of view as well. They can't let this lead go to waste. They have 2 points lead on Atletico Madrid. They have 2 more games. This is definitely a group to watch because the next 2 games in this group are very important. If Club Brugge lose the next 2 and Porto and Atletico win the next 2, those 2 teams go through. It's going to be a very interesting group to watch. Then Group C with Bayern, Inter Milan, Barcelona, and Barcelona need to win the next 2 games as well. Inter need to win the next 2 games as well. Bayern, I think, are pretty much safe. I don't think that they can afford to lose the next 2 games. They are the best team in the group. Have won all 4 games. Bayern are my third favorite team to win the Champions League this season, and so far, I don't think they've played mind-blowing football or anything like that. But they've been good, and they've been good enough to win all of their games. So that's what counts in this competition. But Barcelona and Inter definitely need to win the next 2 games. The pressure is on Inter and Barca. Then Group D, game just started. Group D with Tottenham at the top. Group D is the group where the next 2 games could really change the landscape. This is the most open group, even at just a first glance. When the sorting first came out, this was definitely one of those groups where you looked at and you thought to yourself, yeah, any of these 4 teams could go through, apart from Frankfurt. And that's kind of where we're at right now. None of these teams can afford to coast on their last 2 games. All of these teams have to win the next 2 games. And this group and Group B are the 2 groups to keep an eye on. Here's another group to keep an eye on, with Chelsea with 1 game left. Good shot there. Chelsea with 1 game left. They've just beat Dynamo. Sorry, they've just beat Salzburg. I'm talking about. They just beat Salzburg. Salzburg shouldn't have lost those points there, because now the pressure because if AC Milan win this game, there's going to be a lot of pressure on Salzburg's end. And then Group F with Real Madrid, Shakhtar, Leipzig, and Celtic, with Real Madrid currently sitting at the top. But yeah, this is another group where, especially between the second and third place, the next 2 games are very important. And even Real Madrid, they can't afford to slow down either. But I think even if Real Madrid don't win the next 2 games, and for example, Shakhtar win the next 2 games, I don't think it's still not enough for them to go through. So Real Madrid are pretty much safe. Same thing, kind of the same thing here with City. They're pretty much safe. It's just between Dortmund and Sevilla really for them to get a switch on. And then Group H, one of the more interesting groups of this stage. I really hope Benfica go through. Juventus, I hope Juventus stay far because every time I've watched them play so far in this group stage, they've been poor. They're even I remember they scored against Paris, but the way they played that whole game was just such a negative, boring football. They're one of the teams I dislike the most in the competition so far, and I hope they get knocked into the Europa League because I can't afford to watch Juventus anymore. They are just poor. Yeah, that's pretty much the group stage. Kind of where we're at in the last two games. And now let's focus on this Dortmund City game. Here come Dortmund. Good defense from John Stones. Good job. Yeah, man. We'll see how things go. That's pretty much it today. Pep has been criticized, I think, because every time he tends to change his tactics, especially when things are going well. City are one of the best teams in Europe right now, if not sorry, the best team in Europe. And there isn't really much of a reason for him to change things. I understand giving his players some rest, but even with giving his players some rest, you can give your players some rest, but kind of keep the same system. And today he kind of changed the whole thing, going with a 4-4-2, something they've not done for the whole season. And that's kind of been the criticism around Pep for the last few years, where when he doesn't have to change his system, he does, and then he ends up costing him, like in that final against Chelsea, like against Liverpool. Either was it last week or the week before? But we'll see how it goes today. Hopefully, it goes well for Pep. Um, because again, he can't always be going with the same players. But the thing isn't really about the players; it's about the system. So I think that's another reason why I think this game is important for Pep. Now that he's created a bit of separation between him and second and third place in his group. He's now able to play a bit with the tactics and see what works. Because in the Champions League, you never want to be the team that everyone knows how you play and how to easily set up against you. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this 4-4-2 works today. There it is. Perfect. Let's go. Okay, on the ball now. Good pass. I'm thinking, are they? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. When they're on their build-up stage or phase, Cancelo kind of joins the midfielders or kind of pushes a bit further up, and then City kind of set up on with a back three with Diaz, John Stones, and Ake forming the back three. I really like that shape. And again, playing from the back, Pep's team are always going to be the best. And now Dortmund have two options: either you sit back and let City initiate whatever they want to initiate, or do you try and pressure, and then a team like City, who are so good on the ball, they'll just be able to break your team down even faster. It's an interesting one, a very interesting one. Again, I don't have much hope for Dortmund today. I think they're going to lose. I said 2-0, but it could be worse than that. So yeah, here they come, lose the ball. Silly mistake. From Dortmund on the counter. Free kick for Dortmund, dangerous position. Great job from Adaimi. Good control, good progression, and winning a free kick in a I say favorable position for Dortmund. Again, Cancelo once again being exposed defensively. People love to criticize Trent for being a liability defensively, but I think that Trent and Cancelo are very similar in the way they play. I think they're offensively it doesn't really get much better than those two, but defensively, both of them are extremely poor, extremely poor. And just saying, the first 7 minutes, Cancelo, I want to say getting exposed, but committing a foul in a dangerous position when there was, again, when there was no need for him to do that at all. Free kick in a good position. I'll say it again. Very good position to take a free kick from. There it is. Oh, not about the temp. Not about the temp. But again, not soundboard worthy. Good attempt, but nothing too much. They come Foden. Rodri. I'd love to have Rodri on my team, man. Just one of those guys who, on his position at the right now, as it stands, Roger is the best defensive midfielder in his position, especially when it comes to carrying the ball forward. It comes again. Good pass. And I was talking about Cancelo when they're on that build-up stage. Good pass. When they're on that build-up stage, he kind of joins the midfield and even provides that width on the left side. Which, when you're playing with only two up front, is very important. And they're playing with quite a high line as well. Yeah, they said 4-4-2, but it more kind of resembles a 3-5-2. Foden, good control there. De Bruyne had an interesting comment. Yeah, was it De Bruyne? Yeah, I think it was De Bruyne. He had a very interesting comment the other day where he said that he saw Foden playing as a midfielder in a few years' time, and like 100% agreed. It was a thought that I kind of had a few weeks ago as well. Because right now, as Foden is younger, I think that him playing on the left is he's quite comfortable playing there. But as he gets older, as he begins to lose his speed, I think Foden's game will just naturally transition into more of a midfielder's role. I mean, he kind of already does that here with City. Just look at where he's positioned right now as the game is going. It's always kind of more inside, and as he progresses in his career, as he begins to lose that speed and that edge on the wing, he'll just naturally just drift into the middle. Rodri, good pass to Cancelo. Ball inside, Foden. Throw in City. I'm going to place it back. Rodri. Cancelo now on the ball. Back to Ake. Good pass to Cancelo again. Look at the width he provides. Here comes Cancelo. Good pass. There's no one there. Goal kick to Dortmund. Here they come. Nothing there. Haaland lays the ball off to Mahrez, but good defending there from Dortmund and good recovery. Good recovery there from Dortmund. Dortmund on the ball, Hummels. And now it's Dortmund's time turn to play from the back. Good control there from City. Winning the ball back. Diaz lays it off to Ake. So far, although it's only been 15 minutes, but it's been a very, very slow game. Very slow game. And Leipzig score against Real Madrid. Real Madrid right now trailing by 1 goal to Leipzig. Let's change things up. That's better. Mm. What happened? Not a good sign. Okay, that's better. 1 minute are we on? Minute 15. What's happened to my game? Pardon. Mm-mm. Okay, something went wrong. That's better. Mm-mm. Benfica score against Juventus. Benfica winning 1-0. You'll love to see it. Should have been streaming that game. You'll love to see it. Hmm. There it is. That's better. Okay, fixed. 18. I hope that's fixed at least.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
What's wrong with this?
No!
Technical issues. Let me just fix this. Hmm. Okay, there it is. Here comes Cancelo inside the box, but Dortmund get them out. Has anyone scored? Because I'm a bit behind now. Two shots from Dortmund, one on target. Leipzig score another goal, 2-0. Crazy. Okay, I think I am back now. Okay. City won the ball back. Ake on the wall. They've kept most of the possession, I think. Yeah, 72%. It's kind of crazy. That's kind of what you expect from these Guardiola sides. Okay, that's better. Cancelo loses the ball. Foden. Offside from Cancelo. Oh, that's better. That's better. That's better. Problem solved. Okay, that took about 5 minutes. Good ball from Ake though. Cancelo was just left a bit too early. Almost on the ball now. Good switch. City again. They win the ball back. Gundogan. Okay. spot boots. That still works. Cancelo. Pardon. Ake on the ball. Good pass. Foden. Ake. Cancelo, good idea there, but good defending from Dortmund. Okay, Dortmund missing Munier, Oskan, Gittins, Mats Hummels. Sorry, Hummels was doubtful. Guerreiro, Skorterberg, Marcus Royce, and City missing Walker, Phillips, and Sergio Gomez. He was not even called up, sorry, suspended. And Juventus equalize. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Here comes Dortmund. Can they get a cross in? Good shot. Easy save for Dortmund. Okay. I've never tried this before with my headphones on. Hope that my sound quality is still as good, but with my headphones on, the soundboard sounds a lot better. Yes. I'm gonna use the soundboard now, but it's just as a test. Just as a test. And City, a team that are usually very comfortable creating chances, so they're kind of struggling against City. Sorry, against Dortmund. They've only had 2 shots, but all of those two, zero have been on target. And with Dortmund, good pass from Bellingham, good control from Bellingham. And with Dortmund, they've had 3 shots, 2 on target, and they've had less than 30% of the ball. I'm not saying City are going to struggle for the whole game to create chances, and I hope that's not the case. But in the first half an hour, they struggled. Cancelo, back to Gundogan. Okay, again, soundboard test. Cancelo, cross, trying to find Haaland, but there was no one there. Bellingham, good control. Here comes Bellingham. Lays it off, good 1-2. But Cancelo gets there first. Sitting on the counter. Foden loses the ball. Should have laid it off to Haaland a bit earlier there. Okay, enough testing that. That sounds good. I'll have to go back minute 37. Sounds good. Go back to Kobo, leads it to Hummels. And Benfica score another 2-1 for Benfica. 2-1 against Juve. Antonio Silva scored the first. Vlahovic equalized, but then João Mario scoring the second for Benfica. Haaland on the ball, sitting on the counter. Go on, Haaland. Good tackle. Free kick to City in a dangerous position. Ref says it was a free kick from Emre Can on Haaland. He's arguing that it was on the ball, but it wasn't on the ball and he came from behind. That has to be a yellow. He barely touched the ball. He came from behind, and it's like 5% ball, 95% Haaland's legs. That has to be a yellow card. Come on, ref. What are we playing at? No, no yellow card as well. That's crazy. They give him a yellow card. Free kick to City in a dangerous position. And they've got guys like Ruben Diaz, like Stones, like Haaland that can take advantage of these balls inside. Maris, Gundogan, good ball in. Nothing. Ball back out. Bellingham and Foden going for it, but Bellingham gets the ball out thrown to City. Cancelo, come on, quick mate. And that's another man that's been invisible in this game. Mr. Julian Alvarez. Absolutely invisible. Gundogan. Let's look at some of these numbers. 30% possession from Dortmund compared to City's staggering 70%. But out of that possession, although City have kept more of the ball, they've not been able to translate that into any meaningful chances. Dortmund have had 3 shots, 2 on target. City have had 2 shots, 0 shots on target. They've had 1 corner. That's City. And that's pretty much it. Dortmund playing way more conservative football, if you want, because they know that if they expose themselves, they are going to suffer. And City so far not being quite able to break down this Dortmund side. Again, very interesting formation that Pep went with 2 out front. But as I said before, he gives them a chance to rest some of their best players, while at the same time allowing Pep to see how Alvarez and Haaland work together. Free kick there for Dortmund. Good ball. Diaz gets there first. You know, counter from Sweden. Quick, mate. Quick, mate. This is the ball to Emre Can. Good pressure there from Emre Can. Good recovery. Emre Can again on the ball. Here comes the on the counter. Gundogan on the ball. Rodri. Good pass. Gundogan. Haaland loses the ball in the dangerous position. Here comes Dortmund now on the counter. Dortmund again. Benfica score another one. You know, they have a 3-1 advantage against Juve. Oh, shoot. Rafa Silva making it 3 for Benfica. And we're not even a half time yet. Juve look poor this year. Extremely poor. Bellingham. Ademi, good cross. Oh, very, 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 very close. A good play there from Dortmund. Good play. And Yusufa missing right in front of goal. Bad miss from Mokoko. You have to bury those. Because City haven't really had any shots on target. When they do, the guys that they have up front in Haaland and Alvarez, they are quite good at converting their chances. So when you're the underdog team, if you want to say that, in this game, take your chances because when City take theirs, there's a very high chance that they're not going to miss as many of those as you are. But yeah, throw into Dortmund. Sitting on the ball. Good switch. Okay. Cancelo, good pass. Foden. Leads it to Haaland. A bit too much. Gobble gets there first, but it was a good idea. Good play between Ake, Cancelo, and Foden. Then Foden just left it a bit too much. Now City back on the counter. Haaland, one touch to Mahrez. Nothing there. Throwing Dortmund, here they come. Nico, Hummels. Good attempt from Hummels. Emre wins the ball back, takes a shot. Easy save from Ortega. But that's the thing with City. You can't let Dortmund get the ball in those positions. Stones. I guess again on this build-up stage, because Foden comes in so much, Cancelo's the one that adds that width from the left, and they start with a back three. That offense, Cancelo, ball in. What the hell was that cross? It was a good pass from Haaland. Mahrez tried to get the flick there, and I think it was Nico handballed it. I think that's what the City players were trying to appeal for. But he's been solid so far. Nico Schalterberg. I hadn't seen him playing, to be fair, so far this season. 22 years old and looks solid. Inter Milan score. Sorry, AC Milan score. Gabby scores on the 40th minute. Alisson on the ball. Diaz leaves it to Stones. He loses the ball, dangerous position now. Dortmund on the counter. Stone recovers, well done there. And now sitting the counter. Rodri keeps going. Loses the ball as well, dangerous position. And now Dortmund on the counter. Ademi, Isufa, good shot, but again, another easy save for Ortega. Dortmund have had 3 shots on target, maybe 4 now, but um, none of them have actually been of any danger. I think the best chance that Dortmund have had so far in this first half was that shot from Yusufa when it went off with that cross from Ademi. I think that was the best chance, but all of their shots on target were kind of harmless, kind of toothless, if you want. City are just the ones that haven't really had any chances. They're keeping most of the ball, but they're not able so far to create that superiority on the ball into actual meaningful chances or meaningful shots. That's something that they need to change. Here they come again. Quickly, just Champions League roundup. Benfica winning 3-1, AC Milan winning 1-0, and what's the other team? Yeah, Real Madrid losing 2-0 against Leipzig. Very interesting run from Champions League. But to be fair to Real Madrid, let me look at their starting 11. I'm saying they are losing, but because they've pretty much already qualified, Ancelotti might be going with a squad with a bit more rotation. Yeah, that's it. There's been a lot of rotation on the squad. But yeah, again, a club of Real Madrid's had shouldn't be losing this game either way. A lot of the players that are playing right now are quality players. Cancelo, hey, Damien has been on it today. So far, one off, if not the best player in this first half. Cancelo hasn't looked as good, to be fair. Rodri, Gundogan, Foden. Here comes Cancelo now. Oh, this is not City that I expected, man. Very boring football. Boateng keeps control. Adeyemi, bad pass from Adeyemi, bad composure there. And now sitting the counter, Rodri. Gundogan, good pass to Foden. Rodri, Ake. Bad pass from Ake. Foden wins the ball quite high. Cancelo. Free kick to City. Adeyemi's going to get booked. He doesn't. Interesting. Yeah, free kick for City in a dangerous position. For them to take it. 1 minute of at a time. For the good ball. Okay. Nothing. A nice attempt, I'd say. After this shot, I'm pretty sure that the first half is going to end. And that's it. End of the first half, and really the story of the first half has been how City, with all the changes that they've made, have not been quite able to create as many chances as they quite used to. At the same time, you have to give Dortmund some credit because they've been quite solid defensively, and I don't mean just the guys at the back, their back five, but just overall, even in the midfield, even the way they're pressing offensively, they've been quite solid. And City are struggling with that. What changes would that make in the first half, the second half? Sorry, heading towards the second half for each team. I've changed this whole system for City. It's not working. I've revert back to the sorry, Real Madrid score as well. So it's a 2-1. It's 2-1 for 2-1 for Leipzig, not 2-0 as I was saying before. But yeah, just about um them getting back to being the team that creates as many chances as possible. And not this team that's kind of stagnated and not really knowing what to do when there's this much talent within the team. But yeah, that's pretty much it. From Dortmund's side, they've been quite solid. I don't really know what Dortmund expect to do in this game. I think a draw would be good for them because I don't as they are set up right now. I don't think they're going for a win. And as they are playing, they've had more shots on target than City, but that's not really saying much. Their chances haven't. I mean, at least their shots on target haven't been all that special. They've been quite easy saves for Tego. I think that the best and biggest chance so far in the game came when Aidemi crossed the ball to Mokoko and he just absolutely missed in front of goal. I think that was their best chance. And to be fair, that one didn't even make it on target. So their shots on target right now aren't saying much. However, they've created and done more offensively than City, which is quite odd because they've only kept 32% of the ball. So it's just about City right now being able to translate that extra possession again into meaningful chances. You don't want to have that all that empty possession because it doesn't help your team. You of course want to keep the ball for longer periods of the game, but keeping all that possession is only positive if you actually get those shots in. But yeah, that's pretty much the story of the first half so far. But I'll be back in 10 to 8 minutes. I just have something to do quickly and we'll continue the stream to the second half. But yeah. We're back. Second half. It looks like Bernardo Silva is getting ready to come in, and he's definitely one of the players I was thinking about. Pardon, to come in and be able to make a change in this game because at the moment, at least in the first half, there's this disconnect in the City team between attack and defense. Sorry, between midfield and the attack, where the midfield wasn't able to create as many chances, and the attack, neither of the strikers were dropping in to kind of help in and create those chances. I think that's why Bernardo Silva is coming on. There's also another guy there. I can't really see who it is from here. But Bernardo Silva is definitely one of them. And the other one is, I think it's going to be, it's Akanji. Akanji and Bernardo Silva both coming in, which is quite interesting. I don't know why Akanji is coming in. Maybe uh, between RK Stones, and Diaz, one of them might be injured, but the Silva one is quite obvious that he wants to. They're really keeping the ball, but he wants to transform that extra um, ball percentage, if you want, into chances. And he took out Holland. He took out. Wait, what? Why did Holland come off? Anyways, last 45 minutes. Let's see how things go. Well, giving Holland a chance. I mean, sorry, a rest. Interesting. Sorry, and again, that's the majority of the criticism with Pep. The fact that he likes to change things when he doesn't have to. City have been arguably the best team in Europe so far this season. They've been playing the best football in Europe. There was no need to change the way they were playing the formation. I understand changing some of the personnel, rotate the players, give them some rest, but the system, the actual system, there's no need to change it. And again, also I understand trying out the 4-4-2 and give it and seeing how Haaland and Alvarez work together as a pairing up front. It hasn't worked, at least in those 45 minutes. So at least that lets Pep know. But yeah, again, this man loves to change things around. Akanji lays it off. Gundogan. Morris. Morris comes inside. Gundogan. They're keeping the ball, but they're just swinging it from left to right, left to right. Dortmund are doing a very good job at defending the City team. 0 shots on target so far in 46 minutes of playing time. 47 if you count the extra time that they added in the first half. Excellent defending from Dortmund so far. Excellent defending. Why is Haaland out? Is he injured? City cross. No one there. Bothand. Now here come Dortmund on the counter. Emre Can keeps going. But Silva is there. Wins the ball back. Alvarez. Foden. Ah, Foden's another one having a poor game today. Missing silly passes, which is something you don't expect or see often from Mr. Phil Foden. Here comes Idemi. Best player on the pitch today. Leaves it. City win the ball back. And it looks like Grealish and Kevin De Bruyne are both warming up. And again, those are the type of players that they needed after what we saw in the first half. But taking Haaland out is kind of odd to me. The only thing that I can think about, the only reason why I can think of why he took out Haaland is maybe a injury. Because if you wanted to rest Haaland, then you shouldn't have played him from the start. Should have just rested him for the whole game. And now that the team is drawing, I still don't see the point. But anyways, City on the counter. Gundogan loses the ball in a dangerous position. Here come Dortmund. Akanji doing well. Throwing to City. Akanji, great defending there. Throwing to City. Stones to take it. Here it comes. Emre Can, good job there. Aydemir loses the ball. City on the counter. Can they get a shot on target, for God's sake? Silva. Bad pass there. Thrown to Dortmund. Benfica 4-1. Talking about some of the best team in Europe at the moment. Sorry, you have to bring up Arsenal, Benfica, and Napoli. These guys have been fantastic so far this season. Dortmund, good cross. Ademi, too slow. Okay, good defending there. Ademi again. Hazard, Bellingham. S- Oh, Ademi has been fantastic so far this game. It was just that chance there. We were just a bit too slow. Oh, but big chance from Dortmund. And Dortmund, once again, being the better team so far in the game, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, man, flowers are due. Dortmund have grown to the game. He waits. Silva, Foden. Hazard loses the ball. Dortmund, I can't. City have been just poor today. Oh my days. The main reason why I'm watching this game and not the Benfica game that I wanted to watch was because I was expecting beautiful football from the City team. And so far, they've been poor. Jeez, man. Absolutely poor. Rodri on the floor looks like he was hit in the belly. Doesn't look too good. Was he kicked? I think he was kicked. Hopefully he's okay. Here comes Dortmund. They've got a lot of space. Ademi has a lot of space. Give it to him, Emre Can. Too slow. Too slow. That's been the problem with this Dortmund team, especially so far in the second half. Whenever they get into the final third, they're just too slow at making the right decision. First, it was Ademi inside the box, taking too long to make the pass to Mukoko and Bellingham. And now it was Emre Can taking too long to make that pass to Ademi or Adeyemi. You have to be quicker. In the final third against the City team, you can't take too long. You have to take your chances. God, it's not hard. Shouldn't be hard at least. Thrown to City, Stones on the ball this time. Thrown to City. Sorry, free kick to City. Mahrez takes it. In this City team, they need to start changing the ball a lot quicker. Silva, good pass. Foden, that has to be the goal. Surely. Kundogan misses. Mahrez, penalty. Finally. Finally. About time, man. 56 minutes of absolute boredom. Finally, a good chance. Great pass from Bernardo Silva. Foden with the good chance. Mahrez, and that was perfect for Mahrez. Beautiful for Mahrez. That's how you win a penalty. I think Emre Can there panicked a bit, and Mahrez just took advantage. Penalty to City. Mahrez, they should have let Alvarez take it. I don't think he scored in the Champions League yet. But yeah, free kick to Manchester City. Let's see how it goes. Free kick to City. Mahrez to take it. Here it is. Sit. Missed. He bloody missed. This City team is a joke today, man. I picked this team to win the Champions League this year. I said City, PSG, Bayern. But this City team is always in the Champions League. They always come up short. This game should not have been or shouldn't be an issue for City. Dortmund have defended well. First, I give them that. But our 5 shots to have 0 on target is just unacceptable for a team of as much talent as City. And to also have a penalty Oh, this team. Oh my god. I should have just watched the Benfica game. Should have streamed that instead. At least that would have been entertaining. 4-1 so far. Goes two from Silva, one from João Mario, and one from Antonio at the beginning of the game. Adaimi. Can he get a cross in? He does. There's no one in the box on. Bartant. Bad pass. Didn't get the ball to Mukoko. Hazard. Shot. Crap shot. Yo, when that penalty happened, I was talking about how Maris missed it. But shout out to Coble for defending that, man. Shout out to him. Great save. Great save. Inter Milan winning 3-0. Sorry, AC Milan winning 3-0. Inter are playing tomorrow. Mahrez inside the box. Ball back into Gundogan. Goals from Gabia, Lyon, and Olivier Giroud. Demolishing that Dynamo site. Here comes Ake. Alto Rodri. Gundogan. Comes Mahrez. Silva. Good control. Stearns to Mahrez. Gundogan now on the ball. Sorry, still on the ball. Good layoff to Foden. Cross. Pretty much no one there. They're missing that Fox in the box. They're missing Haaland. Bartant. Good pass. Reina, good layoff. Can Bellingham get there? He does. Keeps the ball. But Ruben is just a bit stronger. Throw into City, says the ref. I think they're trying to appeal a handball from Sewell inside the box, but look at his gesture, like his hand was close to his body. Okay. Silva. Foden. Good pass. Gundogan. Good idea there. But great defending from Dortmund. Dortmund on the counter. Mukoko. Too slow there. But he manages to win a free kick in a good position for Dortmund. Mukoko. Only 17 years old. Impressive. Hasn't scored yet in the Champions League, but in the league he scored 4 in 10 games played. Again, just for him to be playing right now at the age of 17 is already kind of impressive. Dortmund are one of one in terms of clubs when it comes to developing young talent. Okay. Good pass there. Throw into City. Oh, rash, rash, rash. The problem with this Dortmund side is up front, they take too long to make the right decision. And at the back, they just take they rush things too much. That's why they keep losing the ball in key positions. Mares, good touch. Can he turn? Lays the ball back. Can he? Good pass to Foden. Here comes Foden. Rodri. Okay. Oh, this team, man. This team. I was supposed to be watching some exciting football today. That's why I switched on this game. This team has just been poor. Akanji. Good pass to Mares. Silva, good control. Can he get a cross in? He doesn't. Foden, he gets a cross in. What's the point of getting the cross in, especially that high, when most of your players are short and there's more Dortmund players inside the box, anyways? Some of these City players, man, so daft. Mares. Here comes Silva. That's it. Don't cross. Don't cross. Don't cross. Whatever you do, don't cross. That's what Dortmund want. Don't cross. Try and break their lines. That's the thing. They just keep swinging from side to side, side to side. That's a good pass from Akanji. Good pass to Gundogan. That's it. Break the lines. That's much better. That's much better. That's what City need to do. They need to be patient and then just break the lines. Great pass from John Stones there. But let's also give Dortmund some credit. In not so much that City have been that poor, as it is, Dortmund have been fantastic defensively today. Roger, good pass. Silva, don't cross. Maris Alvarez, good save. Foden, bad touch. Silva again. Foden, Rodri, Wolf, Gundogan. Nothing there. Maris. Foden, can he get a shot in? He doesn't. Comes back. Okay. Here comes Akanji. Leaves it to Mares. Poor. They've not been quite able today, have they? Hmm. City team not quite able to transform their what is it 70% of possession into actual meaningful chances. They've had 3 shots on target. Dortmund have had more, and they've only kept 30% of the ball. It doesn't matter you keeping the ball for that long if you're not quite able to transform your chances into, sorry, transform that possession into anything meaningful. Milan scored another one. It was an own goal, but 4-0. Okay, good pass. Foden. Gundogan, 1-2. Don't cross, don't cross, Silva. That's it. Don't cross. They lose the ball in the dangerous position. Here comes Dortmund on the counter. Bartant. Bellingham. Gives it off to Mukoko. Bartant again. They just slow down so much, man. They get the ball, they get to the final third, but then they slow down. And now here comes City on the counter. Still City. Silva on the ball. Silva. Silva keeps control still, and now loses it. Good recovery there from Mukoko. Ademi shot, but Kanji's there first. Good block. Unfortunately, he gets a yellow card, and Dortmund win a free kick in a very, very dangerous position. The referee says high foot from Akanji. Oh, sorry, no high foot, handball. Handball, handball. Oh, what am I talking about? The Amy coming off, and this man deserves some applauses. He's been fantastic. He's been great. How old is he? 20 years old. Free kick, dangerous position for Dortmund. I think it's going to be harder to take. Hazard doesn't get past the wall. Here they come again. Nothing again. That was poor. Akanji. Can he switch play? He plays it back. Why am I not surprised? Rodri. Good pass. Akanji. Stern. Zake. That's it. Oh. Neither team doing anything special at this later stage of the game. City have been poor, and I think that the criticism is going to come down to Pep, not because of the changes he's made on the personnel per se, but because of the way he tried to change the system. Again, if something's working, there's no need to change it. Why and how he went with the 4-4-2, I'll never understand, and that just helped the team to lose momentum. And look at how Dortmund have blocked the buzz. Now it's even harder to break them down. Poor choice from Mr. Guardiola. Rodri. Okay. Foden's been poor. Juve score another one, 4-2. Benfica still winning. I feel sorry for these Dortmund fans. I really do. But today, to be fair to them, they've been able to defend quite well. Gundogan. 13 minutes left. Foden leaves it to Silva. Can they score? That's the question. Akanji. Yo, shout out to Dortmund because they are defending tremendously well. They're just pushing City further and further back. And although they've parked the bus, as you can see now, City are not playing in their halfway line, and you just see how everyone else pushed forward. You'll see with a lot of teams that decide to park the bus, they'll just sit inside their box. But Dortmund, they're not only trying to do that, but also pushing the City team as far away from their goal as possible. They've been fantastic in the second half. Apart from the penalty, where Emre Can made a rash decision, that aside, they've been fantastic. But yet again, it's Dortmund. When they counters most, they usually bottle it. Kanji. Juve score another one, 4-3. It's not looking good now for Benfica. They can't let another one in. 10 minutes to go. They need to stay strong. Akanji. Morris. Foden good pass to Silva. Tried to get the cross in, but couldn't quite get that ball in. Corner for Man City. Mr. Jack Grealish coming on. Who's 47? And Phil Foden coming off. Yes, deserved. Foden has had a poor game. Not quite been his today, to the least. Where is he? Leipzig score another one, which furthers their lead 3-1 against Real Madrid. Shout out to Leipzig, man. 3-1. Again, this is a Real Madrid side that still made a lot of changes, but even so, you should not be losing 3-1. Hazard and Mokoko both off. Gundogan to take the corner. Bad cross. Maris gets the ball. Good switch. Throw into City. Wolf for Hazard. And who came on for Mukoko? I think it was Malin. Sorry, Modest. Modest came in for Mukoko. Hmm. Front to City. Last 6 minutes of the game. Let's see if this team can actually create something meaningful this time. A Akanji on the ball. Sorry. Dortmund have defended perfectly in the second half so far. Akanji. Can he play it quickly? He does to Gundogan. That's it. Break the line. Break the line. But the young Nico gets there first. Nico's another guy who's had a very solid game. Can they win the ball up here? Sorry, yeah, up here. Homos springs it forward, but City win the ball back. Rodri Grealish. Grealish quicker, son. Silva, good pass. No one inside the box. Mares. Akanji. Oh. Yo, let's talk about Alvarez because, especially in the second half, City have looked like they're playing with 10 men. This man has been invisible for the whole second half. For the majority of the game, to be fair, but especially the second half. Mr. Alvarez has been invisible. Again, it also comes down to how well Dortmund have defended in the second half, but the fact still remains that Alvarez has been useless. He's been useless in this game. Goal kick. Free kick to City. And Mr. Mares comes off. And now, can Dortmund hold out for the last 3 to 5 minutes, maybe with extra time? I don't think they're just going to give much extra time. At worst, he's going to give 3 minutes. Grealish. Nico. Oh, fantastic pass. What a pass. The composure on the man. How old? He's what, 21, 19? Does not look 22. Does not look or play his age. Fantastic player. Silva. It's okay. Comes Grealish. Palmer. Okay. Lays the ball off. Silva. Good ball. Palmer tries to get the cross in. He did, but it was too little too late. Last few minutes of the first half. Sorry, second half. Can Dortmund do it? My prediction was a 2-0 victory to City. Yeah, it's 3 minutes. I said, yeah. It was a 2-0 victory to City. And so far, I was wrong. Then it might take me so long to say that. I was wrong. AC Milan game ended against Dinamo. They win 4-0. Let's check the Benfica game. They've got 1 minute of extra time, and so far Benfica are holding the lead. Last few seconds for them as well. Hmm. Kanji. Silva plays it back. And that's it. Game over. And this game was disappointing, to say the least. I'm kind of glad it's over. I've got better things to do. This was a poor game. Shout out to Kobo, undeniably the man of the match. If it wasn't for him, City would have won the game. But that's kind of like really the highlight of the game. Both teams. I'll also say this about Dortmund: they were great defensively. They managed to shut down the City team, but with the way Pep set up, um, with the way Pep set up, it kind of disappointing game from both teams. I expected more. I expected at least goals. I should have watched the Benfica Juventus game. I wanted to watch that one. I wanted to watch my beautiful Benfica at home, but no. But yeah, enough for the rant. Thank you very much for watching. Real Madrid scored another one. Can they score? But yeah, that's it. Last time.